Welcome everybody to the second episode of Gaming with Carl. This is Grand Theft Auto 5. It's probably the only game that I'm gonna rush out and buy, because the thing about video games is they cost like $50, $60, and sometimes even $100 depending on what the game is when they are brand new. And then the same as that game a year from now would be $20, and then 2 years from now would be $10. You know, I don't really understand the way the gaming industry works, but for me, playing games 2 years from now for $10, I have just as much enjoyment as if I would have, probably more, than if I would have bought it for $50. I mean, meaning more, because even though it's the same game, if I spend $60 on the game, it better be good. Versus if I spend $10 on the game, if it's just an okay game, I'm just like, whatever. Now, the only reason why I have this game is because when I bought my PlayStation, it actually came with it, and that's part of the reason why I bought it, because it's the same exact price as the PlayStation 3 without it. So I decided, oh, why not? Might as well get it. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Grand Theft Auto, rather, but I did play 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and I believe Liberty City. So I played like 4 or 5 of the games from the original PS2 games, not the original PlayStation games. I never played those two, but the first 4 or 5 that came out for PS2. I played, and most of the games are similar, but have like a slight difference. And as for this one, I don't really, and for all of them, for that matter, except for I think San Andreas, I actually did the missions, but all the rest of the games, I just do free mode, and I do the cheat codes and stuff like that. And but this one is a little bit different, because in this one you actually have to do the mission. Only takes maybe 10 minutes, 15, maybe an hour at the most if you have a hard time at first. And if you do have a hard time, just go on YouTube and search in Grand Theft Auto 5 walkthrough, and you'll see people out there with videos of them walking through, and it's actually not that hard. I mean, it seems like there's no way in hell that you're gonna be able to survive. Like did somebody punk me and put this game on hard mode or something like that? It seems that way at first, because you get a shitload of cops coming after you, because it starts off with you robbing a bank, and then there's like all these cops and everything. But really, the cops can't shoot for shit, and pretty much they take care of themselves. You just stay in one place, shoot the cops, just make sure that they don't come after you, and it's not really as hard as it sounds. Pretty much after you get past the cops, everything else is pretty much a breeze, and then after that, you're free to do free mode, or you can do the missions. I don't know how the other missions are. I never got around. I only played this one for about a week or so. But here's the thing I did notice that brings it, that makes it different. This one actually has a strip club, which the other ones didn't. And there's can't go wrong with the strip club in any video game. I don't really know any other video game out of the top of my head, except maybe Larry, the Leisure Suit games, and even that, I don't think they actually had a flat-out strip club, because that one is more of metaphor, like they use sexual metaphors. But anyways, other than that, they have the graphics are way better. I think it's probably one of the best games you can get for PlayStation 3 right now. I mean, the graphics, look, it's in high def, and at certain scenes, like especially the cutaway scenes, it looks like you're watching not just a movie, but like in a Blu-ray movie, and it looks incredible. And yeah, and so the graphics are really good. Uh, the cheats, you can actually get like a plane, a helicopter, um, all these different guns and stuff like that. Which is pretty much the same for any Grand Theft Auto game. I mean, each one is different. Some have jetpacks, some have this and that, but this one doesn't have a jetpack. At least not that I know of. Um, Other than that, the cars they still. I didn't really see anything special about any of them. Like, because I think this San Andreas. Well, I mean the Vice City. Um, there's a huge difference in the cars right there in that game, because in Vice City you have like boats and you have like convertibles and like stuff that people that go to the beach all the time would be driving around. Um, and I forget Vice City, maybe Liberty. And, I forget if it's San Andreas or Liberty City, but in one of those two games, you get all these cars that are like really fast and yeah, and all that, and really cool looking. This one, it has a couple cars that are cool looking. I only played it for about a week, so there might be a lot more out there that I just haven't found. And then you can also steal buses and trucks and stuff. But when you steal buses and trucks, they're kind of hard to control. Um, and So far, I haven't seen. The only boat I have seen on the game was the police. Like if you do the cheat to do skydiving and then you land in the water and actually survive, the police will eventually come after you with like the Coast Guard basically. Um, and that one, I tried to, even with the cheat of not being able to die, tried to go onto the ship and take over the ship and do that. But basically, if you're lucky enough to actually go on the ship, which is hard to do to begin with, and you don't get shot or whatever, they're basically just going to arrest you. And I don't think there's any code that you can't get arrested. Um, So as far as I know, you can't really steal any ships, but I could be wrong in that. Um, Other than that, it's so my last the last thing I have to say about it is that it's a pretty good game. If you like the Grand Theft Auto games, go out and get it. Or if you like just going around and causing chaos just for the sake of causing chaos, go out and do it. And just a little side note, I don't think that this game is gonna get people to go out and commit rape or stealing cars or murder or whatever. Like all these news stories, especially when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, that that it was promoting violence and rape and all that. But really, I mean, yeah, you could do that kind of stuff in the video game, yes. But I don't think it's any different than if you would have watched that kind of stuff on TV or anything like that. Well, anyways, that's what I think. Aloha.